Okay, so what if I told you there's this massive, multi-billion-dollar customer base? We're talking over 1 billion people that one of America's most innovative states is, well, almost completely ignoring. Today, we're going to dig into this incredible, untapped trade corridor between Massachusetts and the continent of Africa. So first, you've got to understand that Massachusetts isn't just another state. It's more like a giant factory of ideas. I mean, it's home to over 756,000 small businesses. That's 99.5% of all businesses in the state. From tiny startups to global tech giants, this place is just humming with innovation. And this factory of ideas, well, it produces a huge amount for the rest of the world. Just in 2024, Massachusetts exported nearly $35 billion worth of goods. That is a staggering amount of products and technology flowing out to the global market. But here's where it gets kind of wild. Out of that massive $35 billion pie, Sub-Saharan Africa gets less than half of 1%. It's the smallest crumb from the cake. You've got a state full of solutions that's almost totally disconnected from a continent full of customers.
So, what's the deal? Why the huge disconnect? Well, it really starts with a fundamental misunderstanding, a billion-person blind spot. It is seriously time to start rethinking Africa, not as a place of risk, but as a massive future customer.
For starters, and this is a big one, Africa is not a country. It's 54 distinct countries, and it's home to 6 of the 10 fastest-growing economies on the entire planet. We're talking about a rising middle class, a booming digital economy, and by 2030, it's going to have the world's largest workforce. This isn't some side story, folks. It's a vibrant continent becoming a major economic player.
And listen, this potential isn't just for small businesses. The industrial muscle across New England is immense. Just look at Massachusetts. Over 7,500 industrial companies and 16 Fortune 500 headquarters. These are basically sleeping giants with the global experience to lead the way.
Still think this is all just theory? Okay, consider this number. Just one company, General Electric, already earns $1.2 billion every single year from its African operations in power and healthcare alone. So the proof is right there. This isn't some hypothetical opportunity. It is real, and it is profitable. The evidence couldn't be clearer. When a company actually engages with the African market, Africa pays.
Right, so if the opportunity is this big, what in the world is holding thousands of businesses back? Well, it all boils down to one simple, really powerful emotion: fear.
You can just hear it, can't you? This is the #1 question on the mind of a small business owner, whether they're in Worcester, Lowell, or Springfield. It's that fear of the unknown, of sending all your hard work across the ocean and getting absolutely nothing back.
And that core fear, it's surrounded by all these other worries. How do I even ship it? What are the rules? Isn't this game just for the huge corporations? And look, these are all totally understandable concerns that create this powerful mental block. But here's the good news. For pretty much every single one of these fears, there is a tool specifically designed to solve it. So let's open up the toolkit, because a really powerful support system already exists to help businesses get over these hurdles. It's filled with these state and federal power-ups that make going global way safer and more accessible than you think.
Think of it like a cheat sheet for exporting. For every major fear, there's a solution ready to go. You're worried about not getting paid? Bam, there's export credit insurance. You think logistics are impossible? Nope, FedEx, UPS, and DHL are already there. You don't know who to trust? There are programs like Prosper Africa to connect you with partners who've already been vetted. So let's break down the 3 most powerful tools you've got. First, there's the state's STEP grant. That's money to help you get into the market. Second, there's the federal Prosper Africa initiative. Think of them as your matchmaker. And third, the ultimate safety net, the EXIM Bank. Okay, listen up, because this is the absolute game changer. Export credit insurance from the U.S. government's EXIM Bank is basically your safety parachute. If your buyer overseas doesn't pay, for pretty much any reason, the U.S. government steps in and pays you up to 95% of what you're owed. All of a sudden, exporting to Africa is actually less risky than selling to a slow-paying customer right here at home.
Now, all of this, the opportunity, the tools, the demand, it's all building towards this unique, really once-in-a-generation moment. There's a golden opportunity on the horizon that could be the perfect launch pad for this entire thing. So, in the summer of 2026, the entire world is coming to Boston. You've got this incredible convergence of massive global events: the FIFA World Cup, America's 250th anniversary celebrations, and the Sail Boston Festival. It's going to put millions of eyes and billions of dollars right here in Massachusetts.
This is the moment. With all that global attention focused right here, it is the perfect time to host African business delegations, hold U.S.-Africa trade dialogues, and connect our local companies with African partners right on our own home turf.
So let's just put it all together. Massachusetts has the innovative businesses. Africa has the growing demand. The tools to get rid of the risk, they already exist. And a golden opportunity to kick the whole thing off is right around the corner. So the only real question left is, what happens next? Africa is a door. Isn't it time for Massachusetts to walk through?